channel. Lovely Saturday day, first of the month. Nothing going on really today. Got a couple of yous in the chat here. What's going on, OG? Steve, what's up? Bob's on his way to an appointment. Still having problems with his hot dog, I think. But, yeah. Let's get this up and going. Everybody okay? Survived? Set yous up. Slide it back a hair. All right, cool. So what's good everybody got going on today? Anything good? See what's going on in the chat. All right. Earthquake is over. Ouch. Yeah, that's why we got that phone protector, OG. We're good. So let's start off. Let's start off this way. Let me find it. There it is. Just want to give a shout out to one of the channel members, Texas Aggie. He sent me a spring free of charge, trying to help his brother out for the RC10GT, but we made a mistake. Travis, what's going on, brother? Nitro RC Life, what's up? I probably didn't mention it, or we didn't notice it. Rusty, what's up, brother? We that Nitro. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. It's a lot easier if I show you. We like show and tell. Here we go. That RC10GT I picked up a little while ago. Starting to gather some parts up for it. Get things sort of in the right direction. Well, this is not an original RC10GT. This is like a V2, I was told, because it doesn't have the pan style chassis. This is a V2. This is kind of more modern. And the problem I'm having is the guy didn't send the spring with the fuel cap. So that fuel tank is pretty much as useless as it's going to get without that fuel cap. So Texas Aggie was cool enough to track me down. Appreciate it. And hooked me up with a spring for it. Problem is, this is the updated tank. This is similar to like a TC3 style updated tank, and they ran them on this. That spring ain't going to work, brother. It sucks. But I do have other tanks that do require the spring, so I'm going to keep this in my stash, and we're going to hang on to it for a later date. Hey. Don't worry about that there. Don't worry about that there. I'm trying to channel my inner OG. All right. Well, I got this out. Might as well take a good look at it. This is the RC10GT2 I picked up. This is another eBay find. This will be a project for a later date. We're not working on this one today, but this one's cool. This one has a OS Max CVR in it. Pretty okay looking truck. Needs a good cleaning. Wheels, tires, the usual. But yeah, this will be for a later date. We're not working on this one today. Put a fresh air filter in it, just because. Let's take a look at the chat, see what's going on. You could just seal the tank and do what I do and pump fuel and just run it till empty every time. Yeah, I could, but I could find a tank. I might just go with the original style tank and just get rid of the updated one. I found them on eBay relatively cheap. I want to see what kind the re-release came with. If I can buy a brand new one from a re-release, I'll do that. But that'll be for another day. But yeah, this thing's pretty rad. I like this thing. That engine is sweet. Original Team Associated pipe. Nothing fancy there, but hey, OS CVR in there? That's cool with me. Doesn't look like really anything upgraded. It looks pretty much stock. That's strange. Now I look at it. Take a look at this. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Oh, I see what they did. They just have a screw in there, so there is no slipper. They eliminated the slipper pins. It looks like a Traxxas style spur gear, and they put a pin in it so that way it doesn't rotate, but I don't think that's right. I don't know. We're going to have to look into that one. But yeah, so let's get to what I wanted to work on today. This is a project that I've been wanting to dig into for a while. Since I'm waiting on parts for the buggy, I figured I'm not going to waste a week. Let's work on something else, you know? Yeah, if it works. Yeah, I'm not in a big hurry. I'd like to... Bunch of vultures today. Let's see, Nitro Bob. Yeah, just did you see the Nitro Bob OG value meal post I put up? I had hot dogs for lunch too. All right, so let's see what we got here in the chat. Oh, what happened there? Go back. Laptop is going crazy. How do I back out of that? There we go. All right, cool. So what's Steve got to say? Yeah, it looks like the wrong spur gear. The bolts are stock though. It bolts to the slipper pad. Yeah, but if so, the slipper pad. Now you got me looking. Let's take a look at that again. Because usually the Traxxas like these have the pegs that go inside. That's where you get your traction from for the slipper. Shit design, I hate them. You eat those pegs up all the way. $1.99, you're on your way. It's good. I don't know if it's worth the gas money, Bob. Let's see. Let's take a look at that again. Well, there's only one screw holding it in. So right off the bat, I'm not a fan of that. Because if that screw comes out, you're, well, screwed. Huh. Maybe I don't know. Is that a way that you could, yeah, it should be 2 bolts. But yeah, if you look at this looks identical to like a Traxxas one. And if you look, there's a plate in front of it, behind it, and like everything is there. But to me, it looks like one of those plates should be split. You should have a plate in front of it, a plate behind it, and then you'd put the pins in. Bob's going to ride his dirt bike. I got to get a new dirt bike. But yeah, that don't look right. I'm going to have to investigate on that. It looks to me like I don't think that screw's supposed to be there, or maybe they do it this way so you could take the screws out, put the pins in, and then use it like a slipper. So let's say you're on something with high bite and you really should, you want to use a slipper, or you could put the plates behind it and run it this way and run the screws and then run it without one. Ah, it just bolts to it. Okay, Steve. I don't know. Just seems funny. Looks like that gear might have been rubbing the bulkhead a little too. So, okay. Well, I'm probably going to end up looking for a gear for this. Oh, well. Maybe they put a bigger gear than what... I don't know. I'll have to count the teeth on it. How many, unless it's written on it. No. Maybe on the opposite side. Oh, well. That's for a later day. Not really too concerned about it. This whole thing needs to be gone through, but I think the bones are there. This thing can be really fun. All right, cool. All right, let's get this thing put away and get on to today's topic. You can get new gears cheap from A-Main. Oh, they still sell them? Excellent. Yeah, I usually look for like Robinson or something like that, but all right, cool. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's get started. Where are the wheels? Nitro Pimp wants to know. It came with some wheels, and somebody painted them. They're real shitty. And it didn't come with the rear pins for the axles. I have those coming, but J Concept still sells wheels for this. You could buy wheels for this. So I'm going to buy a new set soon. When I start this, I'm just going to buy brand new ones. This don't even have bearings. This has bushings. Little bushings in the back, it looks like. Oh, boy. We're going to have to do some updating on this. Is that a bushing? Yeah. Bushings in the rear, so that sucks. You can get new gears. OG wants to trade for it? What are you going to do with this? All right, let's put this away. Let's take a look at this other one. This other one's a lot worse off. All right. Look at this bucket. This thing was the one that I picked up. Have the new rc10gt started shipping yet? Yes, they have. I believe they have. I ordered one. I took my pre-order and I canceled it because I bought a couple of them on eBay, and I don't know. $400 is a lot of money for it, because let's be real here. I don't know anybody that's really going to use these, and I don't see any type of big races coming. Yeah, Nitro Pimp got his. See, I don't ever see these things going to a big race or anything like that. I don't. I got to see what they're going. Texas Aggie says he got his yesterday. See, there you go. Texas, I mean, I don't know if you've been here from the beginning, but thank you for that spring. I really appreciate that. That's what we need, more guys like you in the community that are willing to help out without, you know, trying to get one over on somebody, man. He's legit. He's a good dude. He helped me out, but that spring's not going to work, brother. Travis Pastrami? What are you, Bob, you hungry? The engines won't ship until later this month. That's awesome. Hopefully somebody will throw a video up. I want to see what the ins and outs of that engine. I want to see what they did. So let's take a good look at this dirty thing, but there's some hidden gems on here. I think this is going to be one of the coolest ones we're going to do this year. I think this is not an RTR. This was raced. The guy that I bought it from used to race this. So this thing has seen some battles, but it has some really cool stuff on it. Let's take a look at it. So I had to buy the rear, so I know this. This has, let's start at the top. Pretty much everything is stock. Your strut towers are just, you know, like a graphite. They're not quite plastic. Threaded shocks, all four corners. More likely empty. We'll have to take a look at that. It has your C and D blocks are made out of aluminum. I think you still have a plastic, I mean the A and B blocks. The bulkhead is aluminum. The rear, the uprights for the camber rods, those are made out of aluminum, but the C and D block is still plastic. Has the first gen fuel tank, like that one that the spring I got from Texas is made for. That'll work. Servos, they're the best servos in the world. Doesn't have any. Let's see what Nitro Bob says. Thing looks good, Ring. It's going to be a fun one. Hope everything is going well today. Yeah, man. I'm going to go to the boat launch in a little while. Run some RC with some buddies and just have a relaxing weekend, man. I really need it. This thing is still running the bearing in the wheel style front spindles. But on the rear, these things are dope. Yeah, I only got one like so far, guys. Bob, OG's right. Let's hit that like button. This has the quick release rear hubs. This thing is sick, man. I've never seen these before. And I find parts for them are fairly difficult. Nitro Pimp. I have a parts car that the only thing good for it is the tank. Is it for the updated tank? The one with the black cap? Or is it the one like this? Because I have this tank and I have a brand new one, actually, and they won't work in that chassis because it has to screw through the bottom. So let's keep going with this one. The electronics, like I said, doesn't have any. So, and if you look at the slipper on this is what I'm talking about. This has the octagon style, but that other one would have just had the pins. But that's how I think it should be set up. But we're going to look at the manual on that one. So the question is, all right, Nitro Pimp, I appreciate that. Yeah, I hope you got a little bit of sleep. You said you were running on like 18 hours up yesterday. That's wild. So the question is with this one, what do we do with it? Should I build it up? Is this a parts pile? Find something else, use the parts? Or do you think this has good enough bones that we can make something from it? What do you think? What's that? That's normal, Nitro Pimp. What's normal? Build it up, Travis says. I agree. Even that stalkers need to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, the guy's sitting on the wall. Hit the thumbs up. Build it. All right, that's 2. So, what should we do? Here's the next question. Should we build something a little bit old school? Should we build something modern? This is pretty much a blank canvas. I don't really have any attachment to it. Have to build 18 hours alive. Yeah, I have 2 parts cars if you need something. I don't think I'm gonna need much. It's just what are we gonna use it? Like, how do we want to build this? Do I want to do? You want to build something wild with it? Do you want to do something nostalgic, something like you would have probably seen back then? Because I could go a couple different ways with this. Or are we gonna just? Should we make it like it did when it was brand new? Should I make a street beast out of it? Do something a little wild, a little hot engine, do some street tires. I want this to be more of a community project. I mean, I'm paying for it, but let's do it. Nostalgia, Travis says. Have a body for it? Yeah, I do. It's always the best. I was thinking small block, high RPM. Obviously, my wheel selection is going to be limited. Big block it. Nah, not with all these plastic gears and stuff. That thing. Speed, a street racer. Well, we kind of already have one for that. But, like I did when I did my Nitro Sports, I have one that is 12 or a 15. Yeah, that's where I'd go. When I did my Nitro Sports, I did one in an old school, kind of newer school way. Like, it's a middle school, I guess you'd call it. The truck, I built it to kind of look like what I would think would be an old school look, but I used a more modern body. And then my second one, I just threw everything out the window and just went nuts. So, I mean, not as far as engine-wise or anything like that, but I mean, it's night and day. It's got the big wheels on it. It's more of a, you could jump this thing and it'll take it all day. But I think with this, I think the way to go is, I'm going to do an old school build with it, but let's go with some more modern stuff. A's selling the new 15s for $139 with the clutch and bearing. You can't beat that. I have an engine that I think will work really well for this, and I've already started working on it because I kind of made the decision on which engine I wanted to run in this before. So I already put the clutch and bell and everything on it. So let's start with, we got some questions here. Do I have a body? Yes, I do have a body. I think I have one that's pretty cool that came with it. All of the parts here today that I'm going to be showing came with this deal. These are the deals you want to look for. If you go to a swap meet, everybody's going to look at the shiny stuff. Everybody's going to look at the expensive stuff. Take a look in those bins and those old boxes. If you go up to a guy's table and it smells like a basement, make him your best friend. Let's see here. Do you want to see the body it came with, or do you want to see the body we'll be using? Let's go that route. Yeah, I paid for pretty much everything you're going to see here today, plus a whole thing of old school low-C wheels, some foams, and enough extras to choke a horse. I paid $70 off the guy. Nobody bothered looking at this stuff because everything was electric and shiny. Old school be cool. Any Nitro Stadium is cool. That's right, Steve. So this is the body it came with. I'm not going to use this, but it is pretty cool. I'm not going to get rid of it. Look at this thing. Yellow, orange, green. Not my style, but definitely period correct. See that mud? That mud is probably 20 years old. This thing is something. But you can kind of see how the direction he went with. It looks pretty cool. Michael Graham, what's going on? Nitropip, not trying to flex, but I found 3 old schools on the body shelf. Clear protoforms. Yeah, man, you got a hell of a collection. I'm surprised you won't find more if you look harder. But here's the body it also came with. So we have a fresh canvas to work with. This is an old school, still in the package. Window masks and decals. J Concepts Illusion for the Associated GT body. GT2. So right off the rip, there you go. I got a pretty badass looking J Concepts body. You know I'm a fan of the J Concept stuff, so this is definitely the move. The more I move, the more I find. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the trick right there. We're going to run this on there. The J Concepts body. So I think it still have that, John calling me a nerd. Yeah, here we go. What's up, brother? Good morning. Were you at work? So we're going to have a J Concepts body for this thing. So I think that's a good idea. We'll do some kind of retro paint scheme on it. Maybe I'll give the, what's it called? The mask, the liquid mask, another shot, and we can try again. Maybe this one will come out nicer than my first attempt. Do some kind of cool job on it. Who knows? Maybe even that, if I find it to be beyond my task, maybe I'll send it out to John and we can see if he wants to paint one up. I'll cover the tab if he wants to do it. All right, so let's take a better look at this again. Like I said, this has the titanium turnbuckles. I really dig that. It's got the threaded shocks. That's pretty cool. It's got the nice blue anodized. If you look underneath all the dirt, it's got blue anodized motor mounts. So there's some toys on here. All the servos, well, where they should be, have blue washers on them to dress it up kind of nice. It's got some cool shit. All right, I got a battery done. Let me go get that off the charger. We're gonna listen to the beep all day. All right. So let's go with some more old school look. What do we got to get? We got to get something cool here. All aspects. Welcome to the show, brother. All right. So let's look at some of these extras I got with it, so we can start to maybe get an idea what this thing's gonna start looking like. First things first. These old fuel lines. I'm just gonna get rid of these. I like this little adapter though. This is cool. Black chassis too. Blue chassis were all the RTR kits. Yep, like I said, this is not an RTR. This was raced. The guy did use it, and it's definitely in need of some love for sure. So, all right. So, let's see what we got going on in the chat. All aspects, all aspects. Man, everybody's showing all aspects some love. That's awesome. The black chassis will cost you. Yeah, didn't cost me. So, that's a bonus. I'll take that. That's pretty cool. So we definitely don't have an RTR, like I said. So I think this is probably going to be one of the cooler ones. Still has the return spring for the carburetor on it. I just bought a bunch of these from Losi, some old stock, man. Those things, they weren't cheap. You see the screws aren't really held down too well. All right, let's take a look at the engine I want to use. Let's go that route first. Here we go. That's what we're going to use in this. Old school, not top shelf, not garbage by any means. Already got the flywheel on it. Clutch bell's in beautiful condition. Bearings, I went over them already. Very nice. It's an OS 12 TG bump start. I think this will be the way to go. What's up, Rings? There is a black chassis rc10gt. This is a GT2 all aspects, so yes. It's always funny when two of the same items go for violently different prices. Scored a mint inbox MGT this morning for $280 shipped. Yeah. Which one? Is it the MGT? Which one? The 21, the 4.6? I'm sure you didn't get an 8.0. Because I have a pretty nice looking MGT that came in the box too, and I can beat that 280. See, Nitro Steve says, those trucks are so light, they don't need much power to be fun. No, they don't. And I kind of like having a little bit of variety, because I have the, if it's not beat, that's a good price. Damn right. What was I going to say? The Losi Triple X NT I have, we put together a while ago. That has an SH18 in it. So I have an 18. Now I have an OS 12. we're going to put into this. And I mean, look at this thing. It's nice. Compression. It's there. It's a 12. You're not going to get a ton. It's a 21. I would have paid that just for the body. I have a 21 with a brand new 4.6 in it. So it still has the same transmission as, you know, yours. I'd rather the metal transmission out of the legit one, or the, you know, the 8.0 or whatever. It's got an LRP 18. That's cool. But yeah, this has an OS 12 TG. I have an OS, I forget what's in that one. It's a CVR. It's a blue head, so I think it's a 12 CVR. I believe the blue heads are 12s, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. And then I have that other triple XNT that's going to be a real fun one. That's got an OS 18 CVR in it. That's going to move. I have two now. Nice. Yeah, this one I have is really nice. So, all right, we're going to go with this. Take these screws out real quick. I'm just going to put it in place. Maybe we can start putting this together a little bit before I tear it down. Get an idea of what we got going on. But yeah, the motor mounts are nice, anodized blue when they're not covered in shit. So that's going to be awesome. Corey, what's going on, my brother? All right. Well, that's going to sit there like that. Throw a couple of screws in it real quick just to hold her in place. I'd like to get a good look at it. So, John, are you still there? Have you tried out the those new? I believe what's his name picked them up too. That new servo that new servo you got, the SS100s. Hey, Michelle, what's going on? Good morning. Because if you I have them in the Triple X, but I have not ran the Triple X, so I'm not really sure how good they are. Just wondering. What size are these? It's that size, but it's just dirty. Because I'm thinking on two levels. One, if the ProTech servos are good, which they should be. ProTech products are not garbage. I'm going to run those in this. Because if you look at this, as soon as... Okay, I haven't ran it yet. Monday, going to the track. All right, cool. So we'll know Monday. But you're running them in an 8 scale, so if it holds up for you, it'll definitely do fine in this. I'm listening. I'm super busy right now. That's fine. Not going to throw you out. That's OG's job. He might, though. He's a loose cannon. Let's see here. I got a couple ProTech servos. I saw that. Yeah, you put that up in the post. Did you buy the SS100s or whatever they were? The PTK 100 SS? I'm going to probably run them in this because of two reasons. One, if it's ProTech, it's going to be good. And two, that blue anodizing. Come on now. Come on. On this truck, I think that's going to look like the bee's knees, man. We're going to be in good shape. All right. All right. Look at that. Bang. Looks good. Looks real good. So I think that's going to be the way to go. OS 12 TG in this bad boy. Michelle H. He is kind of a loose cannon. Yes, and the 100T. So you bought the torque one as well. Yeah, I bought two of the same ones. I bought the speed ones because what are you putting it in all aspects? Are you putting that into a monster truck? For a stadium truck, I don't think you need a high torque servo because there's really not a lot of... Really not a whole ton of weight with the wheels and tires. All right. So let's pull the extras bin up here and see what kind of goodies I could find for this. Got to get the exhaust on. So first off, this hanger's got to go. I'm going to get rid of this hanger quick. This one's just shot. I know that. I don't know why I hang around it. All right, cool. Chino, what's going on, brother? So this has got to get turned, I believe, for the kind I'm going to use. Okay, let's see what we got. All aspects. What can, I guess, I use to remove stripped hex screws? What do? I have a Dremel tool, and I cut a flat slot in it and use a flathead screwdriver. That's 90% of the way I do it. You just got to be real careful. Nitro RC Live. Chino got a package coming to you. What are you guys up to? You guys doing business? It's awesome. Like I said, I gave a shout out earlier, but Texas Aggie sent me that spring. I think what you got to remember is this is a small community. The small channels, regardless of if you post or not, are the community. The more we help each other out, the more we work together, the more cool stuff like this we can build. And yeah, I'm giving him mad props for that. That was friggin' awesome. See that? Chino's getting along with everybody. It's great. It's a great thing. I'm sure. Hey, I wonder. Hey, Nick, are you sitting on the wall and you just watching everybody? Don't be a creeper, Nick. Say hi if you're there. I don't know. He might be busy. You just sent him a gift? Cool, man. All right. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the exhaust. I'm going to have to get the exhaust for it. Might as well take a look at it. It came with the stock header, and it came with the team pipe. Check this out. This is part of that parts bin. The whole reason I bought this entire truck was because it came with the what's it called? The Adam Drake TLR pipe that I needed for the XXXNT. I found those pipes going in nice condition anywhere between $40 to $70 on eBay. And this had it on it. Yes, a team associated with a Losi part. But I figured for what I paid for this whole deal, I got from that pipe. So we're working on $0 budget right now. All right, I'll just set it up here. I don't have a spring for it. Let's get that mount kind of configured so it'll work. We'll tighten that up just to see what she looks like. All right. There we go. Needs a little cleaning up, but OS12TG factory team pipe. Coupler's okay. It's going to need cleaned up. The pipe's got some 30-year-old schmooey on it, but we can figure that out later. But I think that's going to look pretty good. Let's bring up that parts bin, see if we can find anything else. Texas Aggies should rip well. Yeah, I think this pipe should sound pretty good. I mean, this header is kind of funky. It's got a lot of bends to it, but I don't see a problem with it. I think it'll work out well. It's already got a gasket on the motor, so that's good. I do mock-ups all the time, too. Yeah, I want to see what we're going to need as far as parts and go from there. And I have some questions. We're going to go through the parts bin, and I'm gonna ask you guys' opinion. Let's see what kind of let's see what we're gonna do with this. The plan is so far. OG, do you know how to put up a poll? Could we do a poll on these? Most of the people said we're gonna do an old school build. I think an old school build would look cool, but I think I want to do a little bit more. I want to modernize it a little bit. You know, the better servos. Maybe see if I can find a hump pack that'll fit this small battery tray. Northeast Mods, what's going on, brother? You know what I mean? We'll take a good look at it, and I think I can get this thing to go pretty good. Something that's more fun to use, you know what I mean? Sometimes that nostalgic stuff, just because the technology's old, makes it difficult. I don't know. No. Yeah, I don't know either. So let's see what this deal came with. This was a whole bin of stuff that this deal came with. So let's go through it one by one, see what we got. There's a brand new number 7899 fuel tank. So that is a brand new fuel tank for this if I need it. Not going to put it in for no reason, but I do have it. Here's an extra lid with that same spring. All right, let's see what's in this box. Box. This is a part I'm definitely going to use. Here's a blue anodized chassis brace. For some reason, this one has the plastic one on it. I don't know if maybe it was a weight reason or whatnot, but let's see how that would go. Pretty much like this. That'll sit right there on the top. It'll replace the black plastic one right in front of the carburetor. This guy right here. So right off the rip, we got ourselves a nice anodized piece to add to this. Yeah, this is just little springs and nah, nothing really. Put that on the burner for now. Here's the factory Team Losi one. I guess the guy had a Losi at 1.2, so that's cool. I don't know what I'll do with that. Let's see what we got here. The Cell H retracted a statement. I think she told everybody to bite it. That's not nice. All right, we got a bunch of clutch parts here. We got clutch springs, a clutch nut, some plastic clutch shoes, some more clutch shoes, brand new flywheel, and a brand new, how many tooth we got? 20 tooth clutch bell for the GT2, brand new. So for clutch goes, we got it. I did not, she said. Well, how do we know? You retracted the statement. How do we know this? It could happen. All right. Front sub-chassis brace. I guess this would be that part right there on the bottom. So that one's in good shape, but if need be, I have a second one. If anybody has a GT2 and is looking for anything in particular, hook me up. All of this stuff is fair game if I don't use it. Here's a shock rebuild kit that was open, so it's just got some random parts. There's another shock rebuild kit, brand new, never opened. All right. Harold, what's going on, brother? In this bag here, this is a complete ball diff for a GT2 factory team. This was KMP RC. Yeah, look at that. Brand new. The whole thing. It's got everything. The balls, the gear, bearings, grease, everything. Whole extra diff gear. There's your off-road diff rebuild kit. That's all your plates and stuff like that. Your ball bearings again. 54 tooth spur gear. Diff gear. So you probably have enough here to almost build 2 more ball diffs. That's cool. All right, what do we got here? I guess this would be the factory air cleaner. Yeah. Doesn't have the pre-filter on it, but there's the important elbow. We got the elbow, so I can put that back together. That ain't a problem. That's good to have. Whole bag of springs. Like a Skittles bag. Any color and flavor. Right there. What do we got in here? A couple of ball cup ends. I don't recommend using these ball cup ends. If you look on here, a couple of them are already been replaced, but not all of them. Like the rear ones are not the same. They're not a ball cup like that. But the front ones, these ball cups, I'm sure they sucked just as bad back then as they do now. The last race we had 3 of those stadium trucks I did the short on. So cool to watch them run. But the brand new one with the Team Associated, the brand new GT, it came out. Man, that thing kept on popping ball cups like crazy. Upgrade to the RPM, be done with it. All right, 1.5 degree rear hub. 1.5 degree rear hub, left and right. It looks like they took one, but I got 3 more. The same on both sides. That's good. More Associated ball cups. Team Losi part. Hey, look at this. A9331 tune pipe mount for the Drake XXX NT. That right there is probably worth a few bucks. Rear arm mounts. It's a rear shock tower. Mostly all stock stuff. I don't see too many goodies here. Extra set of front body mounts. These guys. I'm sure they break quite a bit. They'll be good to have. The top plate right here. Chassis brace. No, that's the part we're going to replace with aluminum. But now that means I have the aluminum and an extra plastic one. Brand new front suspension arms. Definitely like to have those. Rear suspension arms. Steering blocks, both sides, front and for the fronts. Shock rod ends, excellent. Shock shafts, different sizes. Another shock end, another shock shafts. Camber rod shims. Looks like a handful of different pipe mounts. Servo parts. Yeah, we'll need those. That's cool. Caster blocks, different degrees. That's pretty much it. A couple of springs here for the exhaust to mount the exhaust on. I'm not going to do that right now. It's all got to come back apart, but I have them, so that's good. What's this? Yeah, there's the rear bushings for the back. We're going to probably replace those. Stock stuff are the goodies? Yeah, I'm looking for hop-ups. Stuff to make it pretty. You know what I mean? So, but, I don't know. I bet you there's a... If you were to put this stuff on eBay, there's probably a couple $100 worth of extras here. Like that ball diff and stuff like that. All those parts, those will sell. Nitro Bob says, beautiful car. Far from it, Bob, but I think it will be when we're done. All right. So we can put this stuff away for now. All I found basically was we got the air filter assembly and a couple of low-C parts and that nice blue aluminum part. We're going to put that on and take that plastic one off. Extra fuel tank. Tank lid. I mean, I thought this was a fantastic deal. I like to keep my nitros stock. Yeah, I don't go all crazy with the aluminum either, Mike, but like, you know, some of the factory upgrades, like I probably could have got you know, you get a black pipe to replace that, but would you? I wouldn't. 90% of my builds are restorations. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get into the full restorations. I like more era specific, like, you know what I mean? Texas Aggie says, I have two, one stock, one modified. Yeah, that's the way I like to do it. So let's see what's going on in the chat here. Everyone's pretty much up to date. Not too bad. So yeah, to each their own. Yeah, that's why this hobby's fun. You know what I mean? Nobody has to do anything the same. And that's cool, man. That's cool. All right, so we got a couple more options. I want to see bolted onto this thing quick, just to get a better look at it. Here is the question. Okay, let's see what the... When I get done, I'll have 4 mint TZ18s. Get it done. Let's see it. Here's the question. Well, I only have one set of wheels, so that's not the question. I want to check these out. You guys are going to be here to see this. This is painful. I hate doing this. New old stock. Team Associated. This came with the deal, too. I didn't buy them. But new old stock front dish. These you could probably still get if I stop throwing. These, on the other hand, I have 2 pair of them. And, man, I haven't seen these on eBay in a long time. I don't think I've ever seen them on eBay, to be honest with you. This is for that posi lock, the rear, because it doesn't use bolts. I've never seen these before. I mean, I wonder what these go for. These can't be cheap because, I mean, I was unable to find them. But let's put the wheels on real quick. You ready? Oh, God, that's painful. Nitro Pimp says those are hard to get. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of... I have 2 pairs, so it is what it is. So let's see what these wheels look like on there. We'll get a better look at this thing, maybe on the ground. See where we're going. This uses the weirdest wheel nuts. Did you see these before? Literally just plastic. Plastic wheel nuts. I don't know about all that. What do you think? Should I trust these things? Or, I mean, they worked for them. Or should I upgrade to like an aluminum? Value just dropped 99%. Yeah, I know. No, I'm pretty sure you can still get these front ones. I know J Concepts, you can buy the ones with the bearings still in them. They work well. RPM. Okay. Let's see. Does it say RPM on them? No. Pretty cool, though. I'd have to go upgrade on that. RPM makes them. Well, I don't really see any damage. Well, I'll keep an eye on them. Let's go that route. So let's load these bearings in and take a look at these front wheels. These bearings are like cleaner than clean, which is surprising. Nitro Steve says he'd run them too. Okay. Not gonna argue. I'd run the plastic nuts. I like to get a good idea what everything looks like before I start building. What size are these? Yeah, probably work on a 7. And it sucks about these deep dish wheels is trying to get them on. There it goes. What size are these? I don't know if I have a driver that'll fit these things. No, it's like a 6, 6.5. It's a 7. 7, 7, 8. 7, 10s. There we go. 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch it is. I don't like that already. OG with the hot dogs. I don't know. Is it OG time? I think it might be OG time. You guys want? What do you think? Is it time to go full OG? I don't know if it's. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. But who knows? He's ready? I'm gonna try my OG impression. You ready? Welcome everybody to OG's Nitro Corner, where we get shit done, talk shit, do shit, eat shit, whatever. Ah! How's that? Did we do a good job? I'm working on it. Made a mess doing it, but I'm working on it. Everybody's loving it. See, I'm getting better. My OG impressions are getting better. Got my blue hugs. Everything's good. See that, Steve? Yeah, Steve likes it. We're getting better. All right. Nectar of life. Man, I forgot how bad those taste. I found that thing in my fridge. I don't know how he drinks that thing. That's gross. That OG impression is on point. All right, good. I've been watching a lot of his videos, so that's why I've been getting better with it. Watch him tear up that X-Max. Yeah, I don't know, man. They're pretty gross, is right. All right, cool. That looks all right. Now the hard one. We got to open up these posi locks. I'm interested in these. I want to see how these work. I still have an extra pair of these yet, so that's cool. I'm not... So how do these work? You just push them on and that little finger holds them? That's it? I'm diabetic. It's the only sugar I could have. Oh, you poor bastard. If I had to cut sugar out of my diet, I'm done. Yep, that's it, huh? Let's take a look at these. I guess it just finds a hole. That's it. You want to pull them off? Dude, that's sweet. That's it. I really like that. What was the downside of these? Why don't you see these anymore? Just failure rate? These little tits break off? What's the deal? That's cool. That's it. Click, done. That is awesome. They hold well. Okay. Just what happened? One of those deals like tire technology caught up. We didn't need to replace them is awesome. That's cool. All right. That's it. Click. Man, that thing's looking cool already. What do you think? They use them on 8 scale on-road. Okay. All right. They worked. That's why they stopped making them. Okay. All right. So let's take a good look at it. We got titanium turnbuckles and some new yellow wheels. Brighter than hell. Quick release on the rear. Factory team pipe. OS 12 TG inside there. Maybe I'll throw that old body on just to get a look. Yeah, Nitro Bob, no nuts. All it has is this little finger that holds it onto the back. Take it, pull the finger back. Bam, wheel comes off. That is so cool. See, simple stuff like that blows me. You know why they did this, Bob? Is I guess tires back in the day just didn't last a full race. So your back tires wore out, you're skating around. They can go into the pits. You can literally click, done, wheels swapped. They added a little weight, and 45-minute long main Nitro Stadium truck racing went away. Those seem to die with it. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen, like, I mean, this is like one of the first trucks I've seen this on. I was like, I understood it, and I understood the purpose. Because think about this. Everybody's got it. You got low C's. You got all different makes, all different models racing. You got guys running 45 minutes, and the most gap they have is like, at the end of the race is, you know, could be seconds. If I got to sit here and undo a wheel nut, swap 2 tires out, or I can go... My God, the time you just saved in the pit, that is huge. Nitro Pimp says, all my proceeds have those, but only one 1/10 Serpent Vector has the quick release. Oh, gee, back in the day, the tracks were dirt, not smooth clay. They didn't last long then. What, the tires? Yeah, I'd imagine. Okay, now I got another question from the community here. How I said we're going to do an old school build with this, but I want to do more modern things. Just to make it more enjoyable, more durable, you know, have more fun with it. You know, not have to worry about the nonsense, you know what I mean? Using like old JR servos. I have a couple, which are good, but I can go. Lotus, what's up, brother? The boatman is here. I don't think you can carpet race that. They will let me someday. I'm going to keep on going at it. They're going to let me. So what I was saying was, we do an old school build. I want to do something newer. This deal came with a good amount of tires. A lot of them are old school Losi, and I'm not using those. I'm going to hang on to those for another day. But now here's the question. What are we going to do with tires on this? I have these. Now, they're both rears, but, I mean, it's okay. You can do this. I have some seriously old logo Pro Line. These are fuzzy T's. 93, 94 IFMAR World Champion tires. Still in good shape. Yes, pins. Now, I only have rears. I do not have fronts. I don't really want to run like I did on the other one. The other, my triple XNT, I used, what do they call them? Like, where they just have the grooves. They're flat. You know what I don't know what the name is. You know what I mean? Like front runners. And then I have pins in the back. and they all match beautifully. I think they're Panthers on the front, and the rears are actually old logo Losi. I'm not using Losi tires on this, but I have these. And the foams on them are fantastic. The rubber is very, very nice. Old school, fuzzy T, mini pins. Now, these things are kind of weird. This guy had a lot of stuff. It looked like, I don't know, maybe OG can help me out with this one. Back in the day, did they really have like a spec tire? Like if you went to a race, I know some races do that. On-road does that, where they have a spec tire. Because like this one says like no copies on the sidewall. I don't know what that means. Pro 92. I think these were like a spec tire. Panthers are the bee's knees. Yeah, man, I have Panthers on that one. But, I mean, these look pretty good, but they would have to go front and rear. Yes, they had spec tires for races, and some classes still do. Yeah, I know some still do, but I was wondering if, you know, maybe that's why this says, like, no copies, Pro 92. Like, it's not something you would see them put on a new tire, you know what I mean? Like, Nitro National still run Pro Line only. There you go. Here in Texas, my favorite was Pro Line bow ties. Yeah? No, not back then. All right. I just thought it was kind of funny that they had to put like a copyright thing on the sidewall. That it just seemed kind of strange to me. I don't know if these ones have it too. Yeah, no copies. Like I don't know. It might have been a spec tire. But yeah, these will clean up real nice. The rubber is still real pliable. No dry rot of any kind. I think these will look the part. Let's pull a back one off since it's so easy. Mount one up, take a look. See if this is the look we're going for. HPI dirt bones are the shit. They're still the shit. I think you can still buy them. Take a look here. Just see if we can get an eyeball. See what it looks like. Can't put the J Concepts body on at the moment because it's not cut. So Traxxas don't steal their stuff and sue them for it. Yeah, you're right. Let's see. Get in there. Yeah. Maybe I'll throw one on the front, then we'll get a full view. What do you think? Is this the way to go? Because if not, I was going to go with like a J Concepts, like an Ellipse or something. You know, something new school. But I don't know. I'm kind of digging the look of that. That looks pretty cool. Let's see if I can work one on the front without removing it. I mean, I still got to glue them and shit, but let's take a look. Maybe I'll just pull it off. Who cares? Let's see, Lotus. I've had a Pro 15. I can tell you that thing needs more power. What needs more power? The Pro 15? Pro 15s run good. I don't know. Depends what you have it in, I think. For the Pro 15, you probably don't need glue. Yeah. I have stretched tires on my Nitro Sport, and they don't even come off. On a Rustler, they're junk. What's junk? The Pro 15? There we go. Really? I've never had much of a problem. I mean, yes, they're not a powerhouse. Agreed. But it's not a bad engine. I mean, they like to run a little hot. I'll give them that. But so, the Fuzzy Tees. Are they still make the Fuzzy Tee? That's kind of cool. Cool name. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Now put the like a 2 or 3 vein front up. Yeah, I don't have them, and I'm trying not to I'm trying not to do that look again. I already did that on the Triple X. Mine would pull the front tires and only hit 30 something. That ain't bad though. 30 something's all right. Let's see. They do okay in stadium trucks. A T-Max, yeah. That's not enough engine for a T-Max. Yeah, that foam's got a little flat spot from all the years, but I think that'll work out. That'll be okay. Sweet. I don't think the pins on front and rear look bad. Let's take a look at it. Let's get this nut on and give it an idea. Urban Legend, what's going on, brother? Building another nitro. Well, trying to. All right. So what do you think? Is that the way to go? Run these fuzzy T's front and rear? Should I get some ellipse tires? Let me know what you think. I mean, I don't think it looks too bad. Just have to try to keep it off the pavement a little bit, but that flat spot's got to work its way out. Holy jeez. Yeah, we'll work on it. They look good. Send it, Lotus says. 21 watching, 18 likes. Let's hit the like button. Appreciate that, Urban. If anybody on here hasn't checked out Urban Legends, more of an electric group, but a good group. Awesome to watch. He usually does kind of like, it looks like Hollywood Squares of the Nitro or the RC community. They do some cool shit. Great, he puts out some good videos. Check out his channel, along with everybody else here. Except for Lotus. Till he goes swimming with that boat, I can't push your channel until you go swimming. After that, I will. I'm just kidding, buddy. All right. I think I'm going to set the body on it. Let's just take a good look at it. I mean, that body obviously is not going to be the final product. But, I mean, I think this is pretty rad already. I've already been swimming for boats. I didn't see it. If it's not on camera, Lotus, it didn't happen, brother. And if you did do it, send me a link. Oh, damn. Even with this crusty body on it, that looks pretty rad. No vids, it didn't happen. That's right, Michelle. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Man, this thing looks cool. Yeah, a little bit of toe in on the rear. It looks like it's set up. I didn't film my shame. You should have. Yeah, look at this. CarolinaSRC.com, A-Main Hobbies. It's got some cool stuff on this. Let's see. Yeah, cut that body out. Kind of shitty. Shame gets more likes. Yeah, man. Absolutely. But yeah, I think this is going to be a builder. This looks awesome. I think that's going to be the way to go. I think those wheels look great. Just like that. Bam. Going to have to, like I said, take the foam out and try to work that flat spot out a little. Other than that, I think that looks pretty good. This is all parts bin. I bought none of this. Other than, you know, the parts bin. See what the chat says. I know this one, I was pissed. I had to go swimming in 30-degree water at the time. Oh, man. It was cold, too? Oh, that's sweet. You like the colors? Yeah. Not my style. I'm more of a black and blue or, you know, like a dark colors, but it is bright, man. I'll give you that. The wheels look good, but yeah, yellow goes with pretty much everything. I'm not a yellow fan. That looks cool. So yeah, Proline for the win. We're going to run those. Those look great. All right. So that was the build up. Got that going. No swimming unless the tug sinks this year. Yeah, man. That's why I stay away from the boats. Plus, I mean, for me to play with them, I can go up the lake. We have a couple of lakes near us. But I would be half tempted to take it out in the river, and if it goes in the river, man, that's done. Let's see. Steve said, "I swear I have the brother to that truck. I have a GT2 with body that's painted really similar that I bought from eBay a couple of years ago." Yeah, this wasn't an eBay purchase. I bought this local, well, local-ish, hour and a half out. There you go, Steve. If you have one just like it, man, make a short of it. I want to see it. Bright colors really pop in the sunlight on camera. Absolutely. And like I go racing a lot, so the brighter colors usually do help out. Like my RC10 B7 is about as dark as they get. I'm talking black wheels, carbon fiber. It's pretty dark. We race on a grayish, blackish style carpet, and I'll tell you what, that thing disappears at speed. The only thing you can really see is the blue. What's that, OG? This low C needs to go. What low C? What are you looking to trade, OG? Urban, it gets us all. Yeah, Michelle likes to tell people to bite it, and then she just retracts the message real quick. You got to watch her. Fix your coffee? What? I don't have coffee. I got a Blue Hugs. I think it took about a year off my life. This is all chemical. I don't even think this probably isn't even water based. It looks more like what do they call that? Washer fluid for your car. Rinks, I swear. Yeah, I'm blowing up your spot, Michelle. I'm telling them how it is. My 8T. I have no love for it. 8T. What? Electric or nitro? Wow, I haven't seen a drug drink in years. I want one. Lotus, you ain't missing out, man. That means you missed my OG impression, dude. It was beautiful. I'm getting better. I practice it. If I say bite it, I'll do it in caps. She means business. Everybody gotta watch her. She says OG's the loose cannon. I don't know. I think maybe we got our eye on the wrong ball. You know what I'm saying? 8T. Okay. Low C 8T. Which one? Which version? 1.0, 2.0, and then they had the newer one, which is the 3.0. Because I have a 2.0 and I know somebody looking for one. Shh, I'm innocent. Hey, I'm gonna tell nobody different. It's all right. I don't need you on my bad. I don't want to be on your bad side. I'm good. I have one woman here that already yells at me. I don't need another one. All right, start taking this thing apart. Start just double checking, inspecting, see what we got. But yeah, that's dope. These wheels are definitely gonna. These are definitely the wheel and tire combo. That's it. We're gonna run those. Right? Yeah, yeah. She'll be home about 1 o'clock. So I'll wait till she gets home. You know, she'll yell at me for a little while, and then I can go do my thing. All right. So what should we do? Get this pipe out of here. That's going to be a winner there. We're going to definitely use the factory team pipe. That looks great. It's got to be cleaned up, but it's all there. That's cool. All right, well, I don't need this box anymore. Hugs are actually doctor recommended. 1 gram sugar, electrolytes too. Yeah, but what the washer fluid does have some sort of alcohol in it, don't it? All right, the wheels. Well, we'll pull them off for now. Get them out of the way. Lotus. Hey, wait. That's not a Pro 15. That's an OS. That's an OS 12 TG. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna put a Traxxas motor in this. No way. You're crazy. Somebody better test him. Yeah, that's an OS 12. That's not a 15. So what do you think? That should definitely be enough power for this then. That little 12 should run pretty good. Plus all the other chemicals in them preserve your body. Yeah, it's sort of like when they're going to do an embalming, they pump all your stuff out and fill you full of blue hug jug. I thought it was for a second. I just woke up. No, man. Well, it's not your fault. I have a bunch of them laying around here. I mean, it could have been. We were okay with that. So we're going to pull the wheels off, pull the engine off, and just start coming apart, getting stuff cleaned up. See, just to make sure, I want to just do a good inspection on this. So if I have to order parts, that's what's waiting. I'm waiting on that buggy. I ordered parts for that. I should have that this week. I was doing the shocks for the rc10gt2. Damn, a lot of weight. I was doing the shocks on the rc10gt2, and the bladders for inside the shocks are so damn old. How many RC cars do you own? Damn. I own a lot. I got electric, I got nitro, I got a 2-stroke. I got a lot of them, actually. Variety is the spice of life. I have pretty much one of everything you'd want to do. I have one what you would call a rock crawler, but it's not a rock crawler. It's terrible. And I do intend to hit up your email, Urban Legend, about that doing a nitro night. Oh yeah, what boat you got, huh? Oh, Lotus does have me. I don't own a boat. What is your favorite in each category? Okay. Well, let's do it this way. Give me the category, and we'll go from there. Boats? I don't have one. Lotus is the boat man. Northeast Mods, cool GT2. I gotta go shopping, everyone. Have a good afternoon. Have a good time shopping. All right. You give me the category, I'll let you know. Yes, we run them all except boats. That's Lotus's territory. Yeah, I just don't have a boat. I would like a boat. I don't have one right now. If you're going to say, let's say category, 5th scale. My favorite 5th scale, the only one that I have is a, what is it, I'm excited, this 50-inch thunderbolt shouldn't be too much. Yeah, it's going to be cool, man. My favorite 5th scale is the DBXL 2.0 that I have, because that's what I have. If I had the chance to do it again, I would probably buy I'd probably buy a 5B since I don't have one. But with that being said, I might have one soon. I got a hookup on one at a good price. I may buy one soon. On-road 10 scale. The 5T. I agree. It's a good bug. Let's see. On-road 10 scale. I have a electric. Let's see. Electric. I like the Tamiya TTO2s, honestly. I have one that is dirt cheap. It's got gears in it that's practically 1-to-1. I have it on a cheap Traxxas 12-turn. Do you have any 12th scale cars? I'll have to think about that. I have a cheap Traxxas 12-turn in it with the 5T, what's it called? ESC in it. Nothing fancy. This is all cheap stuff. And I hit 49 miles an hour with that thing. I have stuff to make it go much faster, but it's cool enough the way it is. I'm not really too concerned about it. Other one I have the Arma Felony. I love that thing, but I don't use it often. It's a one-trick pony for me, unless you feel like buying tires every time you take it out. Favorite 10th scale nitro? Let's see. 2-wheel drive? Huh. Off-road? I like my Slash. The Slash Nitro 3.3. That's a good time. Other than that, I like the Traxxas Nitro Sports. I like any of the small block stadium trucks. I got a bunch of them. Slayer Pro? I don't have one. They do look pretty cool, but it's similar to a Revo. It's just slammed. I have 2 Revos. Favorite monster truck? Boy. 8 scale monster truck? I do like the Savages, but I'm going to have to go with, I like the MGT. The MGT is just it's a more buggy based all around. I think it's just a bad truck. I just like the way that they build. I like to work on them. Other than the transmission, they're a joy to work on. Based off of Revo, but much faster. That's debatable. The Revo boogies. All right. So let's see here. This center section was already loose, so I probably can take that apart first. Based off of Revo, but much faster. How much faster do you need to go? There's your question. All right. Let's see here. We can cut this off here and remove the wire. That hugs. Stock Slayer will do 50. Revo dreams of 50. Yeah, I never hit 50 with mine. No, I didn't. All right, the linkage has to come off. That's that guy there. Yeah, that Revo is sort of disappointing on that, but what a good truck. It's such a good truck. I'll tell you what, though. Like, it's still a pain in the ass to work on that thing. If once you've done it a few times, it's not so bad, but not everyone is just for speed. Correct. I took it out and I beat the living snot out of it. The only thing I broke was an axle, and I mean that thing took hits. It took a lot of hits. So center section on this is absolutely disgusting. It's got the nice. Hey, there we go. See, there's some hop ups. It's got the aluminum servo mounts on the bottom. That's sweet. Nice little washers to go dress it up a little bit. I'll clean them up. They'll be okay. Fuel tank looks like it's in pretty good shape. It's absolutely clean on the inside. Outside, on the other hand, yeah, that's gross. Upper plate, it's all there. It's not cracked, not broken. I dig it. All right, where's that cap? I want to cap up this engine before I go too far. Let's see. They are so weight going slow. Can be fun. Speed gets expensive quick. Yeah, it does. That's why I said if you like for on road, that TTO2 I paid $100 for it. I bought a piece that goes in the middle. Tamiya sells it. It's for their speed gears, but you don't use the gear. You just use the hub. And then I bought a gear from Robinson Racing, I believe, that fits inside of it. I have almost 1-to-1 gearing in that. It'll hit just under 50 miles an hour with a junk 12 turn. Think about that. Name a Traxxas product that comes with a brushed 12 turn that'll do 50. I'll wait. It doesn't exist. And I mean, if you can get 50 miles an hour out of a junk 12 turn, imagine what you could do with this. Like right here on deck. Castle 7700 kV 1406 with a Mamba X. You throw this into that car and you'll own an airplane. That thing is going to go freaking all over the place. Speed gets expensive quick. I broke 3 of the 4 trucks yesterday. Oh, is that why every time I find a good deal on eBay, you tell me no? Because you keep breaking what you got. That's fine though. Yeah, we have the all black chassis covered in a nice delicate mud. You know, good stuff. All right, looks like I could probably remove this whole front end with just 3 screws. Let's see what it works. Let's see if it works. Good God, are these small. 1.5s. Rustler VXL 4x4 3S, 12 turns, 70 mile an hour. I don't think so. I don't think so. You can't run the 12 turn on 3S. No, I'm calling BS on that one, Lotus. How did you run that 12 turn on 3S? Not with an XL5. What'd you do? VXL 4x4 with a 12 turn at 70 mile an hour. I don't know. I want to see this, if so. Are you saying brushed or brushless? Brushed. 12 turn. Brushed. The stock junk stuff that comes in the lowest of Traxxas. XL5 HV is 3S. What did they run that in, RMRC? Welcome to the channel. I haven't seen you up on the chat today. Okay, well, brushless. Okay. OG, RC nerd fight. No, this ain't a nerd fight. I'm more interested in, hey man, if you got that to work, I want to see it because I will replicate it. I'm probably going to do it too. Come on out, dirt. Because that's fast, dude. If you can get that to, if you can get a 12 turn up to 70, you did something. That's fast. OG always wants to bring out them boxing gloves. Oh, these screws on the bottom don't look healthy. Not really scratched up on the bottom, though, surprisingly. This must have stayed a lot on dirt. All right, let's take a look at it. Here's something that you know when you got something old, is those little washers that they used to, the foam washers that they used to put on the ball cups. All the old stuff that I found has them, and they are absolutely degraded. They are destroyed, but they're just hanging on there for dear life, you know? All plastic bell cranks, nothing fancy. Very light setup. Not much weight here at all. All right, let's see what we can do with this. I'll probably have to dig the dirt out at least a little bit. All the screws so far appear to be the same. That's pretty sweet. I like it when they do that. Yeah, right. There we go. See what the chat says. I have a Novak that will run 3S, but it's paired to a 25-turn drag motor. Well, a 25-turn would be even... the higher the turn... How does that work again? The higher the turn, the smaller the engine? And the lower the turn, the more... I'm not sure. We do 17.5, 13.5, and mod. We don't play that. No, OG, I'm trying to order a new GoPro battery. This one is toast. Yeah, I'm still using an old GoPro. I need to upgrade mine. Higher turn, the lower the KV. Yes, that's what I thought. So yeah, so that's an all torque motor then, correct? I like the higher KV stuff. I like to hear an engine sound like a dentist drill. Let's see here. Amazon 3-pack with a charger. Yeah, I think I'm still running like a 5 black. I definitely need to upgrade my GoPro, but right now it's still doing its job. Sometimes I have to set up in a 110 hydro hopping. It doesn't pop. Hoping it doesn't pop. Yeah, I don't think I have any drag motors here. That's the highest KV one other than my Mini B. All right, we got some of the dirt out. Let's see if we can get this loose. Nope. Nope. Ooh. We got one. Yeah, that with that 12 turn in there though, that thing, like, it's a one-hit wonder. Like, you might get maybe 2 or 3 good, like, solid passes out of it, but it's out of steam after that. I hope I don't have to cut these screws. What a pain that's going to be. 2. Okay, I got another one. What kind of what is everybody else using for GoPros? Are they using the new ones? Because the issues I have with mine, I just wish the sound was better. Okay, another one. There's another one. All but 4. Lovely. 4 of them. I'm not cutting 4 of these out, man. That's going to suck. Let's try a little bit more. I didn't strip anything. Let's see if I can get a little deeper in them. Yeah, baby. There we go. This is the worst part, I think, sometimes. The breakdown of these things is it just sucks. But once you get that part out of the way. All right. Oh, gee, what was that little GoPro that you had on your remote for the last one, for the X-Max? What was that one? I was looking at that. That might make a good like onboard one. I was checking that out. Let's see. Michelle says, Mike Graham, I just buy GoPro Braddies at my local Walmart. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with the batteries. I mean, as long as I'm like, when I go to the track, I'll do I can go like I can do a full race, and then I can just throw it on the charger. Then I'll do another race and throw it on the charger. I've never really ran out. The only time I've ever ran out was like if I'm out banging around like somewhere, you know. Let's see what it says. I just use my phone. One-handed driving on those shorts was a little... Yeah. So I switched from 4K back to 1080p. Yeah, I think I'm on 1080p. I don't know if mine will even do 4K. It's a Hero Session 5. They're awesome. It's been on Grubby before. Okay. Oh, there it goes. Oh, no. That's a problem. Oh, son of a bitch. Screw broke loose, but so did the tip. Damn. I think my other one's a piece of shit. I think the other one I have is broke too. Ah, come on. Hope I can get it out. Place another order. Oh, that bites. How am I going to get that out now? Oh man, now I'm boned. It wasn't my fault. It's a 1.5. That's the problem. I think the other one I have is no good either. No, I broke that one too. Ah man. Let's see, what takes a month to get? Where are we at? Danger Will Robinson, Fatal Error. Damn right. MIP. Yeah. No, these Protects are good. I don't know. There's no reason for a 1.5 to be as tight as that is. 1080p is better. Uses less power. Okay. Urban, if you call GoPro, you can tell them it's overheating and shutting down. They'll replace it with an 11 free. Hey, there you go. Someone's looking for a quick hack. There it is. Let's see. Danger Will Robinson or Huddy. Yeah, I'm not paying for Huddy. That's good. This has been used a lot. So, I mean, I'm not mad, but... I am. Let's put it that way. I am. There's still enough to grab these ones? Not even close. No, forget it. Damn! Oh, let's see. Takes a month, but you'll get it back, though. Yes, OG. Less heat for the media mod and the Rode mic. Yeah, I was checking out that media mod. I was debating on that. I can't believe that happened. Now, how am I going to get that out? Come on, people. I need some ideas. How are we going to get this out? Do I have at my disposal to get that piece out? I don't know if I want to drill into it. It did come loose. I could care less about the screw. Obviously, the tip is broken. I could care about that, but sure would make life a lot easier if I can get that piece out and get another bit into it. There's just not enough hanging out for the pliers to get a good grip. There it goes. I got it. All right, never mind. Crisis averted, but I think that's going to be it. I'm kind of stuck. I don't have another 1.5 unless I go out and get an actual... Actually, wait, I might. Hold on. All right, let's see. We might not be out of luck yet. Hang on. I only have the drill driver, and I don't want to use that. What size is this? That's a 5.5. I will come up with something. All right. I could try throwing this in the drill, but if it slips, I'm screwed. I think I like this idea. It's a little crude, but it might work. Traxxas drivers for the win. Nah, man. Use the impact. More afraid of it coming loose and then just wrecking it, and then I got to drill it. Need a pin torch for those jobs. Yeah, I have that, and I also have a soldering pen right there. There's no Loctite or anything on them. It's not really a heat issue. Plus, these screws are going into plastic. I really don't want to heat them. I think there's more dirt in these I gotta get out. Yeah, you gotta watch when you heat these things, because with that going into the plastic like this, one, you'll either melt the plastic to the screw and then you'll ruin it, or you'll melt the plastic to the screw and you're just gonna snap it anyway. No, OG, the problem really isn't that it was that tight into the plastic. They're 1.5s. Any amount of torque on a 1.5, I mean, that's for like grub screws and small stuff. This should definitely have been bigger, but this is what they did. I work in surgery. We have a broken screw removal set for trauma cases. I'll sell you for about 10 grand. Nah, I used to have a buddy that used to be, his job was like when they have a surgery, his job was to sterilize the surgery room afterwards. And he would tell me like some of the stuff that's just laying around there that they only use like once or they have to clean. And he said that like a scalpel's like, a single scalpel's like $4,000 or something like that. Like ridiculous money that insurance companies pay, and they just throw them out. Because he was asking if I wanted a couple to cut bodies with, because he's like, that would work great. It was just a joke. He wasn't going to get them. And obviously I didn't want used ones, because who the hell knows what they did with them. Yep, see? Exactly what I thought. Screw. So I get a better bite in it. I'm going to have to cut this one, I guarantee it. Yep. Well, that's that. That one is rounded. That sucks. Well, that's not, well, I mean, it's not terrible. I got every single one of these except for one. So I'm going to have to cut this one. Tell him run it through the autoclave first. Yeah, that's what he would have done. It's just, you know, he can't take stuff from a hospital. I'm sure that his employer wouldn't enjoy that. He doesn't do it anymore, so maybe he should have. All right. Let me go get something first. All right, let's try and do our best. Don't want to cut this chassis all to shit doing this. Better not steal from the hospital. Felony. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not looking to get involved in that mess. All right. Delicate surgery here, fellas. Let's see if we can get a notch cut into this without tearing nothing up. Such a small screw. Oh, damn it. I don't think that's going to work. I think I'm going to have to drill this one. Yeah, we're going to have to drill it. I think I'm going to have to wait on that. I don't have any bits down here. I don't think. I have to go to the garage and get my drill bits, and I don't want to do that right now. What do I do? All right, we'll take the engine mounts off for now. I'm going to drill this off at a later time when I have more time. I'm going to put it in the drill press and take my time with it. I don't want to tear this thing up. That'd be worse. Where's that broken one? Gotta order that. That went south. Some of these are shit too. Wouldn't be so bad if I had to get all the dirt out of it. One. Two. Come on, you. All right, let's heat them up. These things are tight. Our broken screw removal will be perfect for what he's doing. Not at that price. See all the old nitro fuel coming off this thing? Bam, there it goes. See that? As soon as the nitro fuel, the oils and the metal still start coming out. There it goes. I'm going to replace these for sure. Ugh. Threads are just full of dirt. That's why they're not coming out. Yeah, you count them because it's a sign of victory, OG. It's a sign of victory. All right. Cool. Yeah, I'm just going to drill that one out, and then there should be more than enough for me to grab it and pull it out of the plastic on the other side. But I got to go upstairs and do that. Damn it. One screw. Screwing up the whole project. Maybe I'll give it a little heat and try again with that screwdriver. Just for the hell of it. See what happens. Now, these are nice motor mounts. Got the little vent cuts in them. They'll clean up good. So I buy multiple driver sets. Yeah, the driver failed, but like the screw itself is done. No, if I cut any deeper, I'm going to cut into the chassis, and we're just not going to go through that. So what I'm going to do is, like I said, I'm going to just drill right in the center, drill the head off, and then I'll have enough screw on the other side. I can get a pair of vice grips or something. I can back that out. But that's it. That's it for today. I'm not gonna be able to do that right now. That's for sure. So let's go see what's going on in the chat and start wrapping this thing up. Let's see here. Lotus, screw that guy. What guy? Yeah, that one guy there? Yeah, screw him. That's why he's getting his head cut off. There's always one that has to be the problem. Yeah, Michelle, you're the problem. You're the one that always telling people to bite it. That's why we buy multiple driver sets. Well, I do have multiple. Some of them are already shot, and the other ones, I guess, just broke. What was that from? A little shim for the bottom. But, all right, it's all good. Great video today. Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. I had a good time. So what do you think? It's pretty stoked on this project. I think this is going to be a good one. I got to order some servos for it, and obviously like a battery pack. I got parts I got to get. I can start disassembling this thing, getting it cleaned up. As you can see, like it's absolutely, 2 steps from dog shit. It's gross. So I got to go through everything, clean it all out. Yeah, 1.5s are always. OG answered you about the Losi above. I didn't see which one it was. OG, post it again. I didn't see it. But yeah, this thing's going to come out awesome. I love these rear hubs. I think it's going to look really cool. We're going to, yeah, don't forget my new drivers. Yeah, I'm going to order that because I have the ball stud style ones, so you can use them at an angle. You know which ones I'm talking about? And that one was already broke. So that's what happened with that. Put all these screws in a bag. Longer ones to the back, shorter ones to the front. Simple, easy to remember. Throw the motor mounts in here. But I think this project is going to be awesome. And I don't think it's going to take long to get this thing to run. I mean, this is probably a good... I'm going to probably order the RPM ends to match the rest of these in the front. Just because they look good. Maybe I'll get a colored set or something, or just maybe black is fine. Get it all cleaned up, get the funk off it. Losi Truggy RTR, the new one with the dot. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the V3 OG. Yeah, I don't know. They're worth some money because, I mean, on eBay, they actually hold a pretty good value. I watch that stuff. If you want to get rid of it, I mean, getting rid of it's not a problem. I don't need it. I have a V2 with the 454. Can't wait to hear it come to life. Yeah, me neither. This thing's going to rip. I think that little engine's going to be a screamer. It's going to sound awesome. And, yeah, this thing's going to be pretty fun. I think this is going to be one of the better ones. I don't know. I'm hoping maybe this year, maybe this year is the year for the stadium truck to come back, Maybe I could take this to a dirt track. We can have some fun with it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's all up to the game. See what everybody wants to do. Yeah, this is just a mess. I gotta clean everything. All right, everybody. So, yeah, Michelle, have a great weekend. Travis, have a great weekend. OG, everybody else in the chat. Yeah, it's the only Losi I have. It's not fully broken yet. OG, just use it then. Is it a stadium truck top speed challenge this year? That'd be cool. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do a speed challenge this year or what. I would like to. We could talk about that. That's a good thing to talk about. I would like to do something to get the community together again, kind of how the monster truck one did. But I'm up in the air as far as the monster truck one because I don't know if that Urban. I appreciate that. I'll get a hold of you sometime this week. I'll be in your live anyway. We'll get something together. How do I explain it? Let me get back to that. How do I explain it? It was really cool when we did the speed challenge because we kind of got everybody together. There was still some that didn't enjoy it and kind of, it got to be a little bit of a headache at the end. Sent you an email, Texas. All right, I'll check that out in a little bit. How do I explain it? I'd like to do something to get the community together again, kind of like how we did the speed truck challenge. But I think for the monster trucks, I think we've kind of we've ran that road. Let's try something different. A buggy, that'd be kind of a cool idea. JP had that, and absolutely, if JP, great guy, if he wants to run that, I'm in. I bought a buggy. I'll run. We'll have some fun. I like having fun. But I don't know what we're going to do. I'm open to ideas. If somebody comes up with a cooler idea than I do, or if I don't come up with anything, I'm going with them. So as of right now, I think for any type of speed challenge, anything like that, we're going to probably end up, if JP goes through with it, we're going to go with JP this year. I think I'm going to let him handle it. I'll offer my assistance if he needs any help, you know what I mean, to keep track of things, because I know he's a busy man, I'm a busy man, but together we can probably get it done. I just can't think of anything else that we can do. I can't think of anything else we can do. That's it, like OG likes to send that friggin' monster truck off that ramp. I just think that there's too many variables to use that to do a challenge, like, you know what I mean, like monster truck long jump, you know what I mean? Does it sound cool? Yeah. Would it make good content? Absolutely. But you'd have to say, okay, well, you have to have this size ramp because we know that matters. You have to have a certain way of measuring it. You have to have a view that we can get an exact measurement. And I just don't see, it's too technical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too technical. Whereas before, we just threw a speedometer on there and bam, we're good. Lots of breakage. Absolutely, Texas. Absolutely. There would be carnage for days. It'd be so fun to watch. Yeah, exactly, OG. It's, I mean, I'll be honest. I gave, what was it? Who won that one? I think it was Savage Rob, wasn't it? Yeah, Savage Rob won it last year. And I sent him some fuel. I sent him a glow igniter. It came out of my pocket. I tried to give him something, you know what I mean? Because I said I would, but I mean, I'm not a rich guy. I appreciate all 568 of my subs, but this channel doesn't make me any money. So what I gave him came out of pocket. So, I mean, I'm not able to go above and beyond. If you said, hey, man, everybody take their $800 trucks or whatever you got into them and shoot them off a ramp, it's got to be worth your while. I'd win, but it'd be hard to judge for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh, well, it jumped to that crack, and then I did, it's 50 paces from the end of the ramp to the crack. I can't, you know what I mean? I'm not saying that anybody would deliberately cheat. Anybody would try to do that because of the prize being so small, but it just seems like a lot of work. A speed run would be cool, but we kind of already know where we all stand. You know what I mean? Like, we all ran. I got something that hopefully will go faster because I sucked. But we all know Savage Rob was the fast guy. We know his speed, and I think that it's a good thing and a bad thing because I'm sure I can, twist his arm a little bit, get him to join back in with us and have some fun. But with that being said, everybody knows what he went. So if you got a truck that'll only do, 55 mile an hour, you're not going to win. All he has to do is go and post it up, bam, done. You know what I mean? It's kind of a deterrent, you know what I'm saying? And I can't do a prize for like the first, top 5. I can't spend $50 times 5, $250. I don't have it. RC in Canada, he sends them too. Yeah, he does. OG is going to be cheap. We better watch him. Yeah, yeah. That's the. I was just spitballing that one. You know what I mean? I don't think that would work. Changing the platform would work, but I mean, what would you do? Top speed for on road nitro. Okay, kind of limits what we could use. Kind of limits, you know. Like I got a couple, but they're not really that fast. But I don't know. I think JP is right on the money when it comes to using the using a buggy. I think that would work out pretty good. But like I said, that's going to be up to him. I'm not saying he is or saying he isn't, but if that is his, if he wants to do it, like I said, I'm not gonna do it too. That's silly. So I'll just enter with him. You know, have a good time. But like I said, I am up for anything. If anybody has any cool ideas, it doesn't have to be nitro, but a lot of. I want to make it fun. I'd like to make it close. So I mean, with the electric stuff, like I mean, what would you do it on? I don't want to have anybody buy anything. $3 to $5 entry fee. Winner takes the prize. I mean, you could. You could. Yeah, but Urban, to be honest with you, the amount of people that I got because of my channel being smaller, I mean, if everybody put in $5 that went and entered, I think the prize that Nitro Rob got would have been about the same. So I don't think it was really necessary. I don't care if it comes out of pocket. I'm not broke. But, you know, if you think you're going to get a, you know, $500, $600 engine out of me or, you know, something crazy, it's not there, brother. It's not there. But, yeah, there you go. But, yeah, everybody in the channel, check out everybody else. Urban Legend RC, check them out. OG, the whole list. You got everybody here. But other than that, I'm done for the day. I'm going to try getting that screw out off camera just because it's aggravating and I just don't want to deal with it right now. So, all right. I guess we'll stay off eBay. Oh, I'll be off eBay for a few weeks. It's your fault. I give you all the cool deals and you pass them up, so I just buy them. All right. Well, hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the live. Maybe next Saturday we'll dig back into this. Or I have buggy parts that should be here. We got a little something to do on the buggy. Get the RC 8.2 up and going. And I don't know. If you guys have any cool ideas, let me know. Yeah. Till next time. Peace. Go out and break some stuff, I guess. Be like OG. Peace.